Hey everybody, it's Avatan and Hybrid back again for another SiCPodcast. And today
Yeah.
we're going to bring you the nonsense. But before we get to the nonsense, we got a little bit of other stuff going on. I kind of want to let, you listeners into what's going on in our lives. Hybrid and I are big World of Warcraft gamers. Today at 6 p.m. Eastern, we have a new X Pack coming out, which is going to consume a lot of our time. So, for our listeners, we're doing a podcast early because we love you. Uh, we have a lot of fun ahead of us. I have, many, many, many hours of playtime ahead of me. So you can really expect, a bunch of, WoW related content coming in the future. We plan to do a lot of like dungeon runs and, different types of things to, show you what we do while we're playing. Now, Hybrid, you ready for the game
Yeah.
today?
I'm pretty sure I always bring the nonsense.
Yeah,
But yeah,
most
I'm right
most of the time.
most,
Most of
most of the
the
time.
time.
What I get paid to do.
Wait, you get paid?
Yeah, you just don't know it. It's gaining a total, and I'll just send you the bill.
It's like one day I hope to get paid for anything that I do, but get
Yeah.
paid in
And it's
gratification, I
on
think.
credit right now.
Yeah, layaway.
Yeah, it's on a layaway.
Is that still a thing? Do people still layaway?
I don't think so. I think you could only do it for school supplies now, bro.
Really? You could lay away
Yeah.
school supplies?
Yeah. I don't know. I don't have kids,
Well,
and I'm not in
I
school.
do have kids, and I don't know. So,
I don't know. But yeah, switching over to
huh.
Shaman from Pally, you know.
Yeah.
I'm gonna blast some lightning,
Ooh, elemental.
gonna shoot some lava.
Yeah. Yeah, this next X Pack brings in a lot of new stuff called hero talents and giving everyone's class a couple of specs to, different specs to run that should be viable, but, we'll see. Um, Blizzard's notorious for sending you down one road no matter how many roads they give you. So, we'll see where everything lies going forward.
Yeah,
All right, so let's get into some lighter stuff. Wanted to get into some nonsense. Today, what I'm going to do, Hybrid, is I want to go over some, some news articles, breaking news that I've seen recently, and I figure we could just talk about it. There's a lot of weird, wacky, funny shit going on, and I think our listeners need to know about it. So let's get into this. The first thing we have a woman accidentally joins her search party looking for herself. So apparently this woman, was missing for a while. I'm sure it was less than a day. She came back, she changed her coat, and then saw a search party looking for somebody. And decided to join in. And it took her hours to figure out that they were looking for her. Um, Now, I just think this is hilarious because
it's fucking stupid. The
who
first thing I would do if I joined a search party would be to ask them
we
who are they
looking
looking
for?
for.
Exactly.
That would be the first thing I would do, bro. Like, oh, we're looking for so and so. I'm so and so,
That's my name.
right? Yeah. Maybe. I mean, I would assume they know her name if they're looking for her, because someone would have to have reported her missing.
Exactly. That's a weird thing. Apparently they were looking for like someone in a red coat and she was wearing a blue coat.
So
So
this
it's
bitch went all the way home and changed and shit, and
yeah,
then came back.
exactly. It's I don't know, dude, it's you know, you can't make this stuff up.
I put that on her.
Yeah, it kind
I
of
I
is.
I put that on her.
I
Because
definitely
if
agree.
someone just walks up to your search party and was like, "Can I help?" Are you gonna say no?
Well,
You know what I mean? The more people helping, the better. I would
Exactly.
also, if I was a search party, I would ask, "Who are you?"
Be like, do you have ID?
Right. There's a whole lot of not asking who the fuck are you
Wait, that
going
should be
around.
like the first question you ask if you're in charge of the search party and someone comes in and be like, wait, are you this person? Just to make sure, you know?
Or do you know this person?
Yeah.
That'd be a good question. Do you know this person? Oh, that's me with a red coat, a yellow coat.
Not a blue coat.
Yeah.
All right, the next one. Apparently, there was a Florida couple arrested recently for selling tickets to heaven. Uh,
Now, is
yeah.
heaven an orgy or do they meant like actual heaven? Like,
They actually meant heaven.
oh,
Apparently, a couple in Florida, they were arrested a few days ago for selling golden tickets to heaven, not just regular tickets, golden tickets to heaven.
dang. Like
These,
Willy Wonka and the Heaven Factory?
yeah, these tickets sold for $100 a piece, so they were $99.99 per ticket. Um, and basically on the ticket it said you simply present the ticket at the pearly gates and you get in.
Damn. Why
Uh,
they arrest them for? Now I can't get mine.
they apparently made $10,000 off of this.
Damn.
Um, yeah, that's 100 tickets that, like, I'm sorry, but if you buy a ticket for fucking heaven, uh, you're a fucking idiot.
I guess you're calling me an idiot because I want to start a GoFundMe and then
Just
free them so I can buy a ticket, bro.
be like, yeah, let me get a ticket.
Let me get a ticket, bro.
Get that ticket to heaven. Oh my god. Yeah, this is you know.
Stupid shit always happens in Florida. You
Yeah.
can do you can do entire news articles just from people in Florida doing stupid shit.
All right. So the next article I have, it says that a zoo had to separate 5 parrots after the birds were caught encouraging each other to swear at the guests. Uh I am struggling to see why they had to separate the parrots. I think this would have been the best exhibit ever at a zoo.
I'm struggling to see the issue. I kind of want to see a video of that.
Right?
Like,
Yeah, I wish they
like,
had
bruh,
one.
that's gonna make your zoo rich, bro. Like,
Well, and
your
parrots
parents just like, fuck you,
parrots are
caca, fuck
also
you.
very social animals, so it's like isolating them is not good for the parrots. I understand. It would have been funny if they're just sitting there swearing at little kids, though. You
The
know,
rated R zoo exhibit. It has too many F-bombs being dropped by the parrots.
yeah, the parrot zoo exhibits only open like 10 o'clock at night to 2 a.m. Oh, I'm reading actually a comment on this now. It said in the actual story, they said that the birds were actually giggling about what they were doing too.
Fucking, why would they put it into this? People don't know when they have, speaking of selling tickets to
Excuse me.
heaven, bro, people don't know when they have money on their hands. Why would you put it into that, bro?
Yeah,
Like,
dude, you could have moved it next door and had its own exhibit and like separately, and you could have 5 talking parrots. It would make you feel bad.
people would come across the whole state to watch birds curse each other out and people. People would pay money for that.
Yes, they
The
would.
Florida couple should sell tickets to go see parrots
Yeah,
cursing at people
on their way to heaven.
on their way to heaven. The first stop, cursing parrots.
All right, so while we're on the topic of animals, this next one, there's it's a bear falls through a skylight into a party, which was a kids' party, and then it ate all the cupcakes.
Sounds
Uh,
like some Yogi the Bear shit, bro.
right, right. I guess there's a 180-pound black bear crashed through an Alaska couple's skylight while they were getting ready to celebrate their child's birthday. The unexpected visitor proceeded to feast on the cupcakes after the panicked parents fled the room. I'd say it's their own fault. If you got to defend your cupcakes. You know.
They got cupcakes in Alaska, bro.
Uh, yeah, but they had to make their own. I don't think you can
And
get
they're
store
imported
bought.
cupcakes.
Yeah. Yeah. Apparently, I don't know if it's true or not, but one of the comments here is saying that the parents actually fled and forgot to take the kids with them. I don't know if
Damn,
that's true, but we're gonna say it's true and we're gonna laugh at them. Ha
they're fucked up.
ha. It's pretty messed up. These parents,
The parents,
only in
the
Alaska.
opportunity we've been waiting for. Leave the kids.
Only these. It's the Eskimos in Alaska. That's how they do things.
Women and husbands first.
All right. So next we have a headline that was in the news. Okay. This headline reads, you can ignore most of it, but the deaths section is very peculiar here. So what it reads is it says deaths in the newspaper, and then under deaths it says deaths are coming. I'm assuming that the newspaper meant to put in like, we're gonna update this,
Right.
but it just looks like deaths are coming. It's like who's
They
dying
always
here?
are. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's confusing.
It's like Armageddon's on its way when you read
Like,
this newspaper.
yeah, like that shit made it past the editor. Deaths are coming. Check. Got it. Looks good to me.
Got it. All right. This next one I found really hilarious. There's a 91-year-old man who's been sending letters in the mail, but apparently for the last 2 years, instead of putting them in a mailbox, he's been putting them in a dog poo box, thinking it was the mailbox.
Yeah.
91 years old. He's been doing this for 2 years, this poor old guy. Um,
I hope none of that mail is important, bro, because ain't no one getting it.
yeah, it's a lot of junk mail now.
I don't know what country he's in, but that mailbox does not look like any mailbox I've ever seen.
Well, they show it in the picture. It's kind of hard to see here, but
It's
they,
zoomed in.
they look
Yeah,
similar, dude.
you think so?
Yeah, like they're both on a stick. In there, this definitely these aren't mailboxes you'd see in the United States. So I'm not
I'm
sure
gonna say
exactly where this
ours are
was.
blue.
Yeah, so it's like it looks very similar to the dog poo box. Wonder if they're made by the same company. Oh my
They
god.
just slap a sticker on it. Now it's a poop box.
And that's it's a poo box.
So imagine he has a dog and he's been putting the poo in the mailbox for the past 2 years. And
That'd be
so,
even funnier if you just
and
confuse the
so
two and he's been going back and
right, and
forth.
and someone's like, "Bro, why does someone keep putting poop in the mailbox? What did we do to deserve it?"
Oh my god, that's funny, man. All right, I got one more on that, at least from this section, and this breaking news article is titled "Grand Theft Auto." Because an elderly woman and her accomplice made a low speed getaway after stealing a mobility scooter while the disabled owner was in church.
Yeah, they stole a hover round.
Yeah. Um, Apparently, the person who reported them said they had to do a double take. And, when they saw the scooter driving away at low speeds, uh, that's the funniest thing in this whole story is that this was all done at low speed.
I think
So,
it's funny. It reminds me of that video, bro, a while back where the dude tried to outrun the police on a lawnmower.
yeah,
I don't know if you've seen it,
I don't know if I saw that.
but he was drunk on a lawnmower and it was a low speed chase. He had a bunch of cops following him and he's just riding down the street on his lawnmower,
But
yelling, cursing at him.
actually reminds me of a Seinfeld episode where George Costanza was being chased down the street by a bunch of elderly people on mobility scooters. Oh my god, it's hilarious, man. All right. So we're gonna go into this next section now.
What's this next section?
Next section, I got a couple other things that we can talk about. Similar news articles, but a little more in depth. I found some stuff on the internet that when I was looking at it, they were, it was funny to me. And I wanted to see if it was funny to you.
Yeah.
So I'm going to bring up the first one. Let me see what we got here. All right, so this one, actually have a few pictures I'm going to bring up. Okay, so this, what you see here is Abe Lincoln. So they made a wax statue of Abe Lincoln, and his head melts off, which of course is pretty fucking funny in my book. You can see some of the pictures here. Lincoln looks like he's fucking dozed off sleeping, or his head's completely missing. Apparently, at one point, they just ended up taking his head off because it got
Oh
so
yeah,
so hot, and
from
then they're
from
gonna reattach it afterwards.
yeah, it looks like from the front, looks like he doesn't even have a head.
Yeah, and it looks like I think there's a comment in here that was showing like very similar to remember that old was it like a Magnavox commercial? Yeah, this or Memorex. That's what it is. Remember this guy
No,
sitting in the
uh,
chair and the wind tunnel was like blowing him backwards.
I think so.
That's what
Can you play
that's
it?
what this reminds me of. Let me see if it actually.
Oh yeah, yes, I remember that one.
Oh, but very, very funny. Apparently, this. So this is a 6 foot tall wax replica of our 16th president. It's created by the artist named Sandy Williams the Fourth, who and it was installed in February in Northwest Washington. They put it in a spot where it was supposed to have a lot of tree cover, but apparently the weather has been too nice, and this thing has been melting. They were expecting it to melt, but it's melting at about twice the rate that they kind of expected. So they're not getting as much use out of this as they thought. Um, I love, our presidents. I love our country. I love Abe Lincoln. I feel like this whole thing was a giant waste of time in there. Like all you're gonna have at some point is pictures to show that you did this.
Yeah, I mean, to some people that's fine. Art is temporary.
Yeah,
Art is subjective. So
yeah,
I would find it funny that, yeah, like if you put a wax figure in the sun, it's gonna melt. You can't predict how fast it's gonna melt because you don't know how fucking hot it's gonna be.
I agree. I agree.
It's like building a snowman. You're like, it can melt tomorrow or it can melt in a month, depending on where you live, right?
Oh, exactly, man. All right. I have one other article that I wanted to show you. I'm gonna bring it up now. Let me do this. Okay. So, in New Zealand, there was a food bank that distributed candy that was made from a potentially lethal amount of meth.
Yeah,
There's a lot of questions here. Like,
yeah.
um, yeah, I mean, this would be the wildest Halloween ever. Um, but it just makes you think, like, how could this have gone overlooked? How did the meth?
Pineapple flavored meth candy.
Yeah, does like meth? I've not, no, I've never done meth before, so I don't know. It could taste like pineapple. I mean, I'm not exactly sure, but I'm gonna say it doesn't. I think I've seen these candies before, though, which is the more alarming thing because because I don't want to accidentally end up with a potentially lethal amount of meth in my system.
How did they get the meth in the candy? I have questions.
I don't know. This says a New Zealand charity working with homeless people in Auckland unknowingly distributed the candy. So they were distributing it to homeless people. I feel like for some reason they were just trying to kill the homeless people off.
Imagine if you went to a freaking job interview or whatever, and you got drug tested and you failed because you had meth in your system and you didn't even do meth. You're just as shocked as they are.
Yeah.
Sir, you came back positive for meth. What the fuck? How?
They did say that the amount of meth in each candy was up to 300 times the level somebody would usually take and could be lethal, according to the New Zealand Drug Foundation.
Nah. Someone was trying to smuggle meth somewhere and someone fucked up.
Yeah.
Someone was trying to smuggle that, you know what I mean, across like a some kind of
Well,
country border or some shit.
well,
You
that's
know
what
what I
they're
mean?
saying right here. They said that the foundation spokesperson said disguising drugs as innocuous goods is a common cross-border smuggling technique,
I knew
and
it.
more of the
That's the
candies
only
might have been
reason.
distributed throughout New
That's
Zealand.
right. That wasn't meant for consumers. You wouldn't give your customer more product than they paid for it. And you
This
don't want to kill your customers. If it's 300 fucking milligrams more, 300 times more, whatever you said, then yeah, that's not meant for consumption.
Well, apparently each piece of candy had a street value of $608 per piece of candy.
Yeah. So,
Uh
so someone made a mistake and someone's probably missing limbs.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and teeth most likely too. Yeah, but we won't go there, you know? Oh my
Yeah,
God. Yeah, I just can't imagine that because candy is something you associate with kids, you know? Well, at least I guess
nah, nah,
when you
nah.
have kids.
That looks like old people candy, bro. That looks like the candy that be at like 50-year, 60-year-old people's house up to like they're like 80, bro. In that little cookie jar looking thing.
No,
That's what that
those are
candy
what
looks
those
like.
are Werther's originals.
I know, but that reminds me of that
Yeah, right.
that old fucking people candy.
Oh man. Oh, I love this stuff though, man.
Kids like nerds and shit.
Lately, I can't get enough of the nonsense news, you know? I mean, there's so much of it out there, and I feel like it's so much fun to talk about. All right, everybody. Well, that's all we got time for today. We have a lot of content planned over the next couple months. Smash that
Yeah.
fucking like button, smash that subscribe button, and turn on your notifications so you know when we're putting content up. We have big plans. We have a lot of gaming content coming out, but a lot of content just like this. You know, we want you in on our lives, and we have a lot to say to you. All right, Hybrid. I'll see you in a couple hours.
That sounds creepy, bro. Don't say it like
Hey, we're
that.
playing video games.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got a good 14-hour session to go through today. So, all right, everybody. Until next time, we out.